J. Cole just dropped a record, just dropped a track online addressing the Kendrick and Drake beef and the back and forth and why he dropped out. Give it a listen. Here's a portion of it, and then I'll get into it. Here you go.
But singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle dog, I would've lost the bro. I would've gained a foe, and all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king, if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes to be considered best to live and rest. The weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies. So lines got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga. They stripped me of my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides, they don't you lie on me, my nigga. To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks why we do it, it's not for beefing, it's for speaking our thoughts.
Okay, I've heard enough. Y'all have heard enough. Let me just get right into it. Let me tell you why I'm disappointed. We talked about this right when the beef was hot, when it was fresh, when it was first going on, when Drake and Kendrick were going back and forth and J. Cole was involved. Here's my entire issue with not only this track that J. Cole dropped, but his stance on the situation, right? The majority of us know, the majority of us who are rap fans, fans of rap music, fans of hip hop, those of us who are avid listeners or who have even been involved in the culture and in the music, or worked in the industry or anything like that, we know for the most part rap is like a sport. It's very competitive. Rap beef goes back many years to the early days of rap and hip hop, to the days of KRS-One and MC Shan, to Nas versus Jay-Z, to Ice Cube versus NWA and Eazy-E, and then Ice Cube versus Common. Like, this is not a new thing, right? And of course, we know the very negative or the far end aspects of it, where it became violent with the East Coast versus West Coast, Bad Boy versus Death Row. That's a whole nother level of it, right? But if we're just talking about rap beef when it comes to on wax, banging on wax, when it comes to just records going back and forth, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Now, we know obviously in this beef, it got very personal, which is really Drake's fault, because Kendrick said, hey, we could do it for the sport. We could do it for the love of the game. Just don't get personal or I got to really go at you, right? In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with the back and forth. There's nothing wrong with the action. We had action, right? And J. Cole is talking almost of like from a holier than thou standpoint, pointing fingers at the industry, saying, oh, y'all only promoted this for money and da-da-da-da. And it's like, dude, for years, almost his entire career, like most rappers do, J. Cole has said, I'm the best, or I'm top 3, or I'm top 2, blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as he saw the beef go to another level, or as soon as he saw that, you know what, Kendrick Lamar might be the best rapper right now. Some consider him the greatest of all time, greatest lyricist of all time, blah, 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 right? As soon as J. Cole saw it get to that level, he drops out of the fight. He steps down. He puts his gun in the holster. So for me, I don't understand why J. Cole would come from this standpoint when his whole career, it's been, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, I'm the best East Coast rapper, I'm the best rapper out of North Carolina, I'm top 3, I'm top 5. You can't do all that your whole career and then all of a sudden say, hey, the industry pushed this, the industry, blah, blah. Now you're pointing fingers. Now you're not being accountable, right? Now, obviously, a lot of us commended J. Cole when he stepped down because we saw, hey, Kendrick is on another level lyrically. Like, lyricism and writing may be his gift. He may be really a poet slash lyricist slash rapper to like the highest degree that we've maybe only seen with, at least in my opinion, Nas, Rakim, like these high level, not just rappers, but lyricists, high level poets, right? The part that I would say maybe even frustrated me the most about this track and about this drop that he just put out a few minutes ago is that at the end he's talking about, yo, Drake, you my guy. You'll always be my guy. You'll always be my dude. You did a lot for me, Drake. You got this. Get back to being you. That, like, bro, what are we doing? J. Cole is acting like Drake is in the hospital or something. J. Cole is acting like Drake, like he took hits to his health from these rap bars, or that he's acting like Drake is on his deathbed, like he's in hospice care. I'm like, to me, this was the part of the beef. This was the part of the back and forth that a lot of us didn't like, because at a certain point it got corny. It's like, dude, Drake lost. You got to hold that L, Drake. J. Cole, if Drake is your man, you got to respect that he took that L and let him go. Like, people, now that Drake has lost and he's kind of been sitting in this L for a minute, and Kendrick's song has been number one for like the last, 20 something weeks. It's like the longest number one rap or hip hop song on the Billboard charts, like in history. Now people are looking at Drake like, oh, you poor thing. You must be going through it. Everything is so sad right now. Oh, you'll bounce back, Drake. It's okay. It's all right. You'll be all right. I'm like, y'all, Drake, or Aubrey, his real government first name, Aubrey, he is a grown man. Not only is he a grown man, right? Almost 40 years old, if not already. He brought this upon himself. For those of us on the West Coast, for those of us who were rooting for Kendrick and wanted to see Kendrick get the best of whoever he was going up against in this rap battle, I think that's how a lot of us looked at it. Drake has been talking spicy. Drake has been throwing shots almost his entire career at Kendrick. He tried to sun Kendrick. He tried to tell Kendrick, hey, I took you on your first tour, blah, blah, blah. I did this, I did it. Like, he tried to bully him. And now y'all looking at the bully, right? Y'all looking at Drake like, oh, Drake, hey, it's all right, buddy. It's going to be all right. Keep your head up, Drake. You'll bounce. What are we doing? What is rap turning into? What is hip hop turning into, y'all? This don't make no sense to me. This is like when there's a major heavyweight fight, right? Like a Mike Tyson fight back in the day, or a Mayweather fight. When at the end of the fight do we look at the boxer who lost and say, hey, buddy, keep your head up. You fought a good fight, even though you talked all that trash. Hey, you fought a good fight. We're here for you. We're standing with you. Y'all treating Drake like he was a victim of 9/11 or some type of tragic incident. Like, this was just a grown man rapper, a grown man artist who lost in a rap battle. And I don't understand the sympathy. I don't get it. And I'm interested to see, I don't think Kendrick's going to respond, because he doesn't. He doesn't tweet. He doesn't, really post on social media. He puts up his music and he goes back into the Batcave, right? The next time we'll see him will probably be the Super Bowl. But this is just corny to me, bro. This is just whack. And J. Cole is right. He mentions in the song, hey, they're taking me out of the top 5. They're taking me out of the top 3. Yeah, and that's justified. You had the perfect opportunity. J. Cole and Drake, they both, their whole career, been talking all this, I'm the best, I'm the best. Kendrick not the best. This guy's not the best, I'm the best. These guys are below me, da-da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, when it's time to put the pads on, when it's time to put the helmet on, you say, oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Now, y'all know me, right? And if you don't know me, let me explain. I'm a 90s kid, okay? The rap that I grew up on was not Biggie. I didn't grow up on Jay-Z. I didn't grow up on Tupac, because that wasn't my lifestyle. That wasn't, my background and my family. That's not how I was raised. And I still stick to those principles to this day. I don't listen to violent rap music. I don't promote violent rap music. I'm not into the, former drug dealer. I'm not into the coke rap. I'm not into that, because to me, that's not only negative for the black community What is it doing for anybody? How is it helping? Okay, the beats is fire, cool. Okay, the bars is great, cool. But other than that, how is that helping us as a community and as a as a village? You know, I look at it from a different point of view than most people, and I understand that. But I know there's others out there like me who would much rather listen to a De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, Common, people who are talking positively about things or promoting positive things, not only in hip hop culture and rap music, but the black community. So that's where I'm at with it, right? But at the end of the day, I don't have any sympathy. I don't feel sorry for Drake. I don't feel bad for Drake. And for anybody that does, I don't understand your point of view. I don't understand where you're coming from. Drake brought this upon himself. If you do the history, do the science, Drake has been talking his big boy, big bag. He's been talking heavy for years. And Drake has been that guy for years. Top of the R&B charts, top of the rap charts, deals with Nike, deals with Apple. He's been that guy. He probably got the most money in the music industry outside of maybe Taylor Swift, right? But then when Kendrick comes and knocks your block off lyrically, when Kendrick comes and drops banger after banger, all of a sudden it's poor Drake. Keep your head up, Drake. Nah, that's not how I feel, and that's not how I like my rap or my hip hop culture. KRS-One, MC Shan, rap veterans, hip hop veterans will tell you, hey man, back in the day, you take your L, keep it moving, put out more music, put out an album, but to just wallow and, oh man, this guy, and then for J. Cole to come along and basically pat Drake on the back and say, hey, it's all right, Drake, it's all right. Hey man, just, you'll be okay, and you did a lot for me. Corny, bruh. Corny, whack. In the words of Kobe, when Kobe was here on Earth, soft. Soft like toilet tissue. Soft like toilet paper. This ain't that, and that ain't this. 805 Just. Thank y'all for subscribing to the channel. I'm out. Peace.